My name is Juwan. I'm a TikToker and a singer-songwriter, and I'm here with Celebrity Hotspot. The reason why I wanted to get into music is because music helped me heal when I'm going through something so traumatic in life, and I hope my music can help people too. I feel like if I just talked about my life, people aren't gonna understand it. They're gonna be like, whatever. But if I put it on a song, people are gonna be like, oh, he's really going through something. Do you need help? And so music was my scapegoat always in my life. And I didn't want to keep these words or just what I'm going through to myself because I could maybe be helping someone else. And I know I did. And I had many people come and be like, hey, Juwan, your music has helped me through this bad day. And I'm so happy my music is making a change. And hopefully it can help more people down the road. So I actually was on Musically, but then the app changed to TikTok, and I kind of forgot about the app for a while. But then I saw my best friend Maria. She would always be laughing at these videos, and I'd be like, "Hey, what are you laughing at?" She was like, "I'm laughing at TikTok," and she was like, "You should join." So I'm like, "Okay, maybe I should go back on the app." So I went back on the app, and I would always send her like videos, but I wasn't really familiar with the app. I was just like, okay, whatever, and I kind of left it in the dust, and then I came back to the app in like end of March. And I just was like, I'm just gonna create videos. I'm just gonna have fun and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not really taking it serious. I just wanted to build a community and hopefully see other people's videos and that's what happened. That's why I wanted to join it, just to have fun and able to build a community. Do not mind telling the story because I feel like it's one of my biggest accomplishments. So, so one day I decided to sing at open mic, and I was going through a rough time that time period, and so I was like, I'm gonna sing a Taylor Swift song. So I was on stage, and I'm like, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. And so then after, I waited like a week or 2 weeks after to post it online. I posted it online, and Taylor Swift found it somehow. She liked the video, and then the next day I got a message from her management, and it was like confidential message, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like in the car. I'm like, ma, like we're about to meet Taylor. So she's like, is this fake? Like, what is this? So I had to give them all my information, whatever. And then after we got into the location of the day, we got into these vans, and my mom was like, "We're about to get kidnapped." I'm like, "Oh my god, stop!" And so while we're in the vans, the gates open to her Rhode Island house, and I'm like, "We're at Taylor Swift's house," and it was so amazing. So we're in there, and I met her dad. Her dad already knew me. When I tried to introduce myself, he was like, "I already know you." And he gave me guitar picks. Her mother knew me. She was like, "Hi, handsome. How are you?" And she even went upstairs to tell Taylor that I was here. And then while Taylor was playing her whole album for us a month before it came out, she called me out in the crowd and she's like, Juwan. And she's like, you're just having the greatest time of your life. And then it was time to meet her. And she's like, Juwan, I'm like Taylor. And it was just such a bonding. It's like that internet friend that you haven't met before and you two meet each other. And it was just, we talked about a lot of stuff. She loved my videos. She was stalking me for months before she even met me. And she said she loved me so much. And I appreciate her so much. And she's honestly the best. And that's such a memory I will always keep. I grow over 16K in 2 months. It was by talking back to my supporters. That's number one, engaging with people who are commenting on your videos. Someone left a comment. They took their time out of their day to say, hey, I love your video. Check out their videos. Be like, hey, this is an awesome video. And I grew such an amazing community. My Juwandas, I love them so much. They're so amazing. We all support each other no matter what. And people don't understand if you want to grow or you want to be like an influencer or whatever, you need to communicate back to them. You can't just post a video and expect people to be like, oh, I like this person. Maybe some people have luck, but why wouldn't you want to comment back on and make someone's day? And that's how it grew, was just talking back to them, messaging them, be like, hey, how's your day? How are you doing? And I love learning about their life, and it's been constantly growing from there, and we've been growing up and up and up, and I love them so much. As a black creator, it's so hard, and you have to work 2 times harder than the other person, and it's sad that we live in a world like that, but I remember being young where I didn't see a lot of representation of influencers or just celebrities that look like me, who have the same hair like me, and I would just feel so defeated. So the fact that I'm able to have this voice for them and support each other and keep growing and growing, and I even look on the app and I'm just like, there's barely any black creators who have over 10 million followers, and I want to be part of that 10 million followers. I just want to be like, hey, you can do it. You can do just like what everyone else is doing. And it makes me sad, but you can only name about one or two people who are black on the app, and it's so sad. And one of them already was a celebrity, so it's really sad. I'm trying to push through the boundaries and be like, hey, we can do this. Every day, I always have a positive video because we live in such a really dark world right now, and people can be so rude and people can be so negative. They can just go on the computer and say nasty things just to bring someone down. I don't understand why people aren't just kind to each other. It's sad, and I know people are going through things, so I try to reassure them, be like, hey, everything is going to be okay, because maybe back home they don't have that. Maybe they don't have friends. So they're my friends, and I love them so much. And be like, hey, you're amazing, you're beautiful. Who cares what people are going to say? Because even when you're dead or alive, people are always going to say something about you. So just be yourself, because life is short. You never know when tomorrow is going to be your last day. So I tell people to keep going. You can do this. Yeah, you're going to doubt yourself sometimes. You're going to be like, I can't do this, but trust me, you can. Anyone can do it. And that's why I try to add that onto the app. And I just really care for people, and I love them so much. And I don't want anyone to be in a dark time how I was before. And they can get through this. And I'm getting so emotional because it's such a sad world we're living in. I just want to make it more happy. Addison, and I love Sherry so much. They are so amazing. Even Sherry, she came on my live and we just sat there for 30 minutes just talking about life. And she was saying how she just had a bad day, and everyone was uplifting her in the chat. She was like, you're making my day. And she's so amazing. But I got their attention because I stood up for Addison, because people were sending her so much hate. And I'm like, this woman does not deserve all the hate she is getting. And so I stood up for her. I'm like, hey, she made a mistake. People can grow. And after that, the video kind of started blowing up, and her mom followed me, and I'm like, oh my god, her mom followed me. And then Addison followed me, and then she commented under my video. She was like, thank you so much. I love you. And I was like, wow. I was just like, I got the attentions of one of the most followed person on the app, and I didn't care about her followers. I didn't care about any of that. It's the fact that she took time and she found that video, and I only had like 9,000. I didn't really like have that much. So I'm like, the fact that they did that, and her mom comments under my videos, even if I didn't tag her, she says, I love you so much and you're so amazing. It makes me, I can't believe that. And just, that's why I tell people, you can do anything. Just be yourself, make your videos, stand by what you feel is right. And that's what I did. And it's so amazing that I caught their attention, and I love them so much, and I would do anything for them because they are so sweet and humble, and I hope I get to meet them one day. Oh my god, I love the song Okay. I think it's one of my favorite songs I ever done, and that song means so much to me. It makes me emotional because that song is about my dad, who passed away in January this year, and it was one of the most toughest time in my life. And I had this saying in my head that kept me going each day was, and I tell myself every day that I'm gonna be okay. And every day I would tell myself of that, because yeah, I'm going through a tough time, but I know at the end of the road it's gonna be okay. And so this song was for him, and just, hey, this is how I saw him as a father. He was so amazing, and I freaking miss him so much. And I didn't just make the song just for him. I made it for other people who are going through a tough time. Be like, hey, there's a rainbow at the end of the tunnel, but you have to have the rain first, and you gotta have rain and storms and everything else. And so I love him and I miss him. And this I don't really talk about because this song makes me so emotional. But that's my song. Okay. I do. There's a lot. Like, okay, maybe I can spill a little something. um, I'm hoping to drop the EP before the end of the year, of course. And what else? I'm returning back to YouTube, and that's all I'm gonna say because I cannot keep my mouth shut when it comes to surprises. But I can't wait. I'm so excited, and I can't wait. Like I know I keep saying that, but like I'm freaking ecstatic. All my users are the same, so it's Juwan Givens. It's JUWANGIVENS. Those are my users, Juwan Givens. If you search on my name, it'll be easily. That's my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's everything. And thank you, Celebrity Hotspot, for having me. And I hope you have me again. I love y'all so much, and I love you.